Well, after years of taxpayer bailouts ailing national carrier South African Airways, it has a strategic equity partner with a majority share. And there's not been much detail yet on when the airline will be able to fly again, but you can imagine SAA's pilots who haven't been paid for 16 months, some of them, they'll be really anxious to hear if they get to keep their jobs and do what they love doing most, again, fly. South African Airways Pilots Association Chair and an SAA captain of 25 years, Grant Back, joins us now. Captain Back, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. I mean, your reaction to the news last week of the new strategic partner?
Well, good day to you and hello to the viewers. We were as surprised as I think the management team at SAA were, and no doubt the South African public. There are many questions that still need to be answered as to the direction that the new SAA is going to take and how it's going to get there. One thing, of course, we have been calling for before we entered business rescue, and that was a board that was fit for purpose and competent management. And if this new venture brings that, well, that bodes well for SAA. But it's very difficult for us to say anything definitive at this time until many of the questions that need to be answered get answered. And we hope that the new team will engage with Labour to achieve that.
It's interesting, Captain, that you say that the management team at SAA were surprised, which means it doesn't sound like that there was much discussion with Public Enterprises and SAA before the deal was struck. Have you, as the Pilots Association, had any interaction with Public Enterprises yet?
Well, we did certainly at the onset of business rescue. There was many engagements. Unfortunately, those have broken off in the recent months. Certainly since we've been locked out and, as you quite rightly said, haven't been paid in up to 16 months. When I say that SAA management were caught unawares, that's obviously alleged at this point. We haven't actually engaged with them. We've asked for a meeting with the current CEO and management to get clarity as to what they did know prior, what they didn't know. But from what we understand, there's certainly people have been caught rather flat-footed as to these announcements. I think that what it seems the shareholders certainly kept their cards close to their chest as to this upcoming announcement. So the next week or so, I think, will be very telling, certainly with our engagement with the company going forward and how it's going to play out for the pilots. But hopefully we can work together, get the pilots paid. The only way that this is going to work is if Labour's on board. We offer and have offered our expertise. Hopefully this time will be taken seriously and be brought to the table to usher in a new SAA.
Captain, how have you and other pilots been surviving financially all these months?
Well, it's been extremely difficult. I think many of our pilots have had to look at alternative measures to generate some type of income. Some have opened up butcheries, others have done bricklaying courses, you name it. The people have, or our pilots have tried to be as industrious as they can. Others have had to rely on family with regards to loans, obviously extending themselves absolutely to the brink with banks and possibly bonding or selling their houses. So it's been extremely difficult, and we really do hope that this time of war of attrition and trying to starve us out is over, and then we can all move forward to getting the pilots paid and getting them retrenched if that's what's on the cards, and let's really allow individuals to move on with their lives.
As COVID didn't help either, but a quick last question for you, Captain. Can SAA ever be a source of national pride again? Its pilots have one of the best safety records in the world. I remember as a kid, and even until a couple of years ago, being so proud of SAA. Can we get back to where we were?
It's a difficult question to answer at this point. I certainly hope so. You know, that's certainly how we all grew up. For every single pilot at SAA, it was a dream to fly for the national carrier. We do hope that dream can live on. So let's see what's in store for us with the new management team and take each day as it comes. But thanks so much for the opportunity.
Well answered. Well, that was South African Airways Pilots Association Chair and an SAA captain of 25 years, Captain Grant Back.